Washington County. As this episode airs, we are on the brink of a major snowstorm. And by saying this out loud, I realize that I've probably jinxed our chances of that storm actually happening. But this episode drops at midnight, so I'm going to roll the dice. Also, I have to say this. The reason it hasn't snowed at all is because in November, I purchased my first ever brand new snowblower. All right, so I said this episode drops at midnight, and speaking of that, you may notice that my voice sounds like it's dropped a couple octaves. That is because over the holidays, I contracted RSV, which is a kid's sickness that somehow I got, which means my head feels fine. I just have a lot of throat and coughing issues. So thankfully, I'm almost over it, but right after I interviewed Noelle for this, I lost my voice, and I'm hoping I make it through.
If not, then you're hearing an AI-generated version of my voice. We'll see.
This week, I'm joined by Noelle Braun of the Downtown West Bend Association. The DWBA's winter warm-up is coming to downtown West Bend on Friday, January 19th through Sunday, the 21st. That's right, 3 days this year. There are a ton of great activities for you and your family, all while supporting businesses and restaurants, which are businesses too. With that, here are 15 minutes on the Downtown West Bend Association's winter warm-up with Noelle Braun on 15 Minutes with Fuzz. Hi, Noelle. So this is not your first time joining me on this show, but it is your first time as the executive director at the Downtown West Bend Association. How has your new role been going?
Yeah, so excited to be here. The new role is going well. I'm really enjoying it. I love events and I love our community and bringing people together in the heart of West Bend. So it's going really well.
Awesome. So, we're glad to have you in here on behalf of the Downtown West Bend Association. The West Bend Winter Warm-Up is coming back again this year. It's Friday, January 19th through Sunday, January 21st. Can you give us a brief overview of what West Bend Winter Warm-Up is all about and what our attendees can expect this year?
Absolutely. So West Bend Winter Warm-Up, it's an annual event that just keeps getting bigger every year. The Downtown West Bend Association does this really in collaboration with the city of West Bend. We have a great committee too, filled with other community members as well, working, with the Bend and with the specialty shops downtown. But we really turn West Bend into a winter wonderland that weekend. So people can expect a lot of beautiful sculptures. We're going to have a record amount this year, 65 sculptures, and they're going to line downtown, the Riverwalk, 6th Avenue. And so we just have a fantastic place for people to come and gather and enjoy winter, bundle up. There's warming stations throughout downtown. There's going to be lots of fun activities for families, for individuals to partake in. There's going to be a lot of music. There's going to be the fire pits. There's going to be shopping and dining, shows at the Bend. There's going to be fun kid-related activities that are happening that weekend too. And then also something fun that pairs with the downtown event is there's events happening at Regner Park with the Fat Tire Bike Race and also the Luminary Walk at Loch Lorraine too that weekend too. So it's a packed weekend.
Yeah, and we're going to get into some details
Absolutely.
about that. But really the whole idea with West Bend Winter Warm-Up is to support these local businesses during these winter months, right?
Absolutely. Yes. It's these cold months, getting people outside of their homes and coming on out to downtown. Just what you said, we want to make sure that different shops and restaurants, bars, everything downtown just comes alive. And we're really supporting those small businesses at the weekend.
Perfect. Great. So this year, as you said, there's a record number of sculptures, which means a record number of sponsors, which is awesome. What are some of the new attractions or features that maybe weren't a part of previous years?
So new this year is an extra day.
Okay.
So normally the event has been, I believe it started just with a one-day event and then increased to Saturday and Sunday. And now this year we're starting on a Friday. So the sculptures are going to be delivered on Friday, January 19th. We have an incredible sculpture artist from Art Below Zero. They come with this huge trailer, just drop all these sculptures off. And that evening from 4 to 7 p.m., we're going to light the fire pits up at Old Settlers Park. We have some music by Nathan Mayfield from 5 to 7. And there's shows going on at the Bend. Obviously, the shopping and the dining, all of our specialty shops are staying open later too for people to come out, view it. The sculptures get lit up at night too, so they have lights. So that's the neat thing, is you just get to enjoy the beauty whether it's day or night. Something new that we are also incorporating this year is we recently connected with an individual who owns a business called Booze and Sam's, and he reached out to us and he's like, I think that this would be a great fit for your winter event. So the whole weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it's Friday from 4 to 7 p.m., Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 4 is when a lot of like the activities are going to be happening downtown. But he's going to have his tent set up at Old Settlers Park, and he's going to be serving mulled cider and mulled non-alcoholic wine. So everything's non-alcoholic for that weekend. But it's just, something comforting, something warm that's going to, just add it to that wintry feel, winter warm-up. He will be selling these $6 a glass with $1 per glass going back to the Downtown West Bend Association, which we sincerely appreciate.
Great. That's excellent.
Yeah.
So you talked about the sculptures being lit up. What are some of the themes that we can expect to see? What are some of the cool or interesting types of sculptures we might see this year?
Yeah. So there are some fun, the popular ones are like interactive sculptures. So whether it's like tic-tac-toe or a photo frame, we have ones like where it looks like a person, you can like put your face through it, But yes, there are so many to choose from. The ice sculpture artist gave us over 272 sculpture designs. So it could be anything from, an animal to your favorite sports team, Bucky Badger, like things like that. We have the city of West Bend is doing a fun one. They're having a beer stein.
Oh, nice.
And they're going to be promoting Bachfest, which is coming up the first Saturday of March. So that's
got our tickets.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. Yes. So we're excited for that, and got that partnership to, have that fun Bachfest, and then also bring people downtown that weekend too. But yes, there's also going to be some larger sculptures. Those are sponsored by like our event sponsors at a higher level. So they get what's called, I've been learning so much about ice sculptures, but a lot of our sponsors, including Epic Creative, thank you, they are going to be having a 1 block of ice that's going to be created into something beautiful. But our event sponsors are able to do 2 block ice sculptures. So it could be like a 9-foot snowman. Or I know one of our event sponsors is doing 2 minions.
Oh, fun.
Delta Defense is our ice demo sponsor. So that's going to be on Saturday starting around 11 o'clock. And
will that be at Old Settlers Park?
That will be at Old Settlers Park. And so they're going to go with like a patriotic theme, like eagle and flags. And so there's just going to be a lot of really fun ones for people to see.
Epix is a T-Rex.
Yes.
And our staff voted. We had, so you like you said, you have like 270 choices.
Yeah.
So we, as a group, picked 3. And then on Slack, we had our employees vote on which ones. And the T-Rex won. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
I love it. I love when it's just a fun kind of random sculpture, like just creative and I love that idea. So we're excited to see the T-Rex.
So how do local businesses and organizations contribute to winter warm-up, and what kind of impact does that make for the downtown West Bend community?
Yes. So a lot of that impact, of course, comes from those sponsorships for those ice sculptures. So again, there's 65 sculptures, but we also, for those 1 block sculptures, we do allow 2 or up to 3 businesses to partner and just to help sponsor a sculpture. So there's more businesses for sure, 80 to 90 different businesses really that are coming together. We have some new businesses that have never sponsored before that are helping out. So that's really phenomenal, because through this whole event, it really does boost downtown as a tourist destination. And it's just such a win for the community. The whole weekend, we're expecting thousands of people to descend on downtown and just to enjoy and, visit those shops, visit those bars and restaurants, and just give back to local businesses.
Perfect. So you'd mentioned that Nathan Mayfield will be playing on Friday from 5 to 7, but there are other musical acts coming on Saturday and Sunday, right?
There are. So on Saturday and Friday night, I believe there's still tickets available for Smells Like Nirvana, which is at the Ben Theater.
Sure.
So that's something too on that evening.
Great.
And on Saturday, from noon to 2, downtown Harrison is going to be inside the Ben Theater. So if you need to warm up, you want to see a fun performer, he'll be in there. Eugene Gruber is going to be outside at Old Settlers Park on the stage from 1 to 3 p.m. that day too. And then on Sunday, we have music at Old Settlers Park from 1 to 3. Tim Kiefer will be performing up there.
Great.
So, yeah.
Great. Always fun to go and stand around the fire and listen to some music.
Yes. Speaking of the fire pits too, this is new this year. There is a company like the Tiki brand that makes these fire pits. So through a connection that reached out to us, they've donated 3 fire pits that we'll have there. And they're the smokeless ones. So, and we're just really thankful to Tiki brand for sponsoring that and donating these fire pits that can be used year after year.
Oh, great. Excellent. You mentioned it's a family event. What are some of the, aside from the cool sculptures that the kids get to see, what are some of the cool attractions that maybe cater to a younger audience?
Yeah, absolutely. So that weekend, besides the sculptures, on that Saturday, we are going to have in the Centrum building where the Downtown West Bend Association office is, we will be having some kid activities.
Okay.
There's a church that's going to be there doing some activities, and also Wendy Wendorf from Homestead Realty is going to be there as well, with just a lot of fun things for kids to do and hot cocoa. There will, a lot of the warming stations and the stops up and down Main Street will also have like hot cocoa or things for people to enjoy that way as well. On Sunday, there's some fun family things to do. The Bend Theater is going to be showing Frozen 2.
Fun.
Yes, there's going to be 3 different showings at 10, noon, and 2, and a character meet and greet. So last year we showed Frozen 1. This year, let's show Frozen 2.
Is there a cost to that, or can people?
It's actually free. So yeah, we're excited. Like you can just stop in for a little bit and warm up, or you can just come and hang out for the movie and popcorn and things like that. So I'm excited for that. And then on Sunday during the whole time, like from 10 to 4, there is a wonderful nonprofit called H2M2 that works with sled dogs, like Huskies, Malamutes, and there's going to be fun photo ops. So there will be sled dogs that, kids can come and pet. They're really kind dogs. And you can learn more about that great nonprofit too. And there's like dogs that can be up for adoption and things like that. So that was, I believe, a first-time thing last year. And so we're bringing them back and would love for them to be part of this event.
My daughter loved that. And she went, and now she still talks about seeing the sled dogs. So we're going to have to come back. And it goes till, you said till 4, right?
Yes.
On Sunday. And the Packers game, I believe, is at 4:25.
Well, that's perfect then.
You got time to get home. You can get warmed up, all that.
Exactly.
I'm going to say this slowly and carefully. Coming up at Regner Park Saturday is the Hugh Jass Fat Tire Bike Race at Regner Park. Can you tell us about the Hugh Jass bike race at Regner Park?
Yes. So this is a really fun event that happens annually at Regner Park. From what I understand, people can ride any bike, like any size tire, but in order to like win, you have to have like a specific width to your tire, like a larger than like 3.7 inches or something like that.
Sure.
But people can sign up. And there's a course, different courses that they get to race around Regner Park. And as I've been understanding and learning more about it too, they add some really fun elements to it. I believe they have like point structures too, and everything's available on our website. You can like click to register or click to just learn more about the bike race.
Okay.
But I believe they have like a cow theme. Like you could dress up like a cow this year. Awesome. Play Hammerschlagen, that game like where you hammer that nail down into the big stump. They got that. They're going to have music at the pool house, like the brand new one, after like just a fun celebration after the race. So yeah, if you're just enjoy watching bike races or want to participate yourself, again, you can head to our website, downtownwestbend.com, and to the winter warm-up event and check out more information there.
Awesome. That's like a touring race, isn't it?
It is. Okay. So there's different stops that they make, and Regner Park is one of them.
Awesome. Very good. Tell us about the Luminary Walk at Lac La Ronde.
Yes. So the Luminary Walk is such a beautiful opportunity, and it seems like there will be snow coming our way for this whole weekend, and hopefully the snow will stick around and those ice sculptures will, just not melt that whole weekend. It looks like it'll be pretty chilly. But the Luminary Walk itself is at Lac Lorraine, and they set up paths through their conservancy and the trails, and they're lit by these lanterns or like they put the candles in the jugs, and it's just really peaceful. You just bundle up, walk with friends and family, and just enjoy the outdoors and the beauty that winter in our part of Wisconsin can offer.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Finally, so this is your first winter warm-up as executive director, and you're, getting things planned and all these. Do you have any vision of what you'd like to see in the future at winter warm-up?
Well, I do like the fact that we have expanded it now to Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it is absolutely just continuing to grow. Based on the businesses that we reached out to and that generously sponsored this year, I foresee it just getting bigger every year, not getting smaller.
Sure.
So just looking at what can we do for like different, more musical entertainment throughout the day, looking at, the fact that this drink company reached out to us and wanted to add that this year, something like that, like could we have like something wintry, warm related that I know we have our warming stations, but if someone's like at Regner Park, like do we add something else like a drink or like food related that's right there in the hub of activity?
Sure.
And we're just continuing to work, with the city and our amazing committee and keep brainstorming on ways to make it better. But those are, just some ideas right now. And we look forward to seeing how this year goes, seeing how many people come out, and continuing to think of ways to draw more people in and make it an even more fun and memorable event for everyone.
Perfect. Well, if people want to learn more or see the map of where things are, where can they go to find out more?
Yes, we are just finalizing the map. It is 99% done. So I would think that by tomorrow, because we're going to be printing those brochures, those map brochures that we hand out to everyone, by tomorrow that will be live and available to see on our website. So again, it's downtownwestbend.com.
Okay.
And if you just click on our events, the top one is Winter Warm-Up.
Sure.
And then if you just scroll down just a little bit, you'll be able to see the new map for 2024. So,
perfect. Looking forward to it. Noelle, thank you for joining me on the show again. And thanks for all you do for Downtown West Bend.
Thank you so much.
Thank you again to Noelle Braun, Executive Director of the Downtown West Bend Association, for joining me on this week's episode of 15 Minutes with Fuzz. Again, winter warm-up takes place in downtown West Bend on Friday, January 19th through Sunday, January 21st, 2024. It's free. It's a great event for the family. You don't want to miss it. If you ever have an idea for a guest for this show, please email me, 15withfuzz@gmail.com. Be sure to spell out the word 15 instead of using the number. 15withfuzz@gmail.com. New episodes for the show come out on Tuesdays, though, with me not having a voice. Next week's episode was a little iffy. We'll see what happens. Oh, and also thank you for listening to the 100th episode of the show. I guess that's an important milestone that I completely forgot to mention. Yay! Pretty cool, huh? I really appreciate you listening. Episodes of this show are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, basically wherever you listen to podcasts, and now on YouTube. We'll talk to you again real soon right here on 15 Minutes with Fuzz. Oh, and this whole outro was AI generated by 11 Labs. So crazy.